Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Simon, the Honorable Minister for Fisheries, Mr. Semi, the Director of CTA, Michael Hailu, the Head of EU Delegation, Christopher Wagner, Regional Coordinator of IFOD, Mr. Sakwisa Tumuna, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Government and the Management of Ministry of Agriculture, I wish to convey my warmest greetings to you all. Bula Vinaka, Namaste, and a very good morning to you all. For those of you who have come from overseas, I wish you a very warm welcome to Suva, Fiji. I thank the organizers for this timely and utterly important event. I am honored to be part of this auspicious occasion, and I sincerely appreciate the invitation. Let me express my sincere gratitude again to all organizing institutions and partners. Yet let me also express my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you present this morning. Your presence in numbers and from countries near and far symbolizes your commitment and dedication to the development of local food crops and fisheries value chain in the Pacific with the goal to promote nutritious food systems in the Pacific Islands. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take the opportunity to give you some background information about the agriculture sector in Fiji, which is still the backbone of the economy. The 2017 Housing and Population Census accounted 884,887 people living in 191,910 households in Fiji. Of those, 80% are still living in the administrative boundary that includes towns and cities. The census also accounted approximately 117,000 households that had engaged in at least one of the following agriculture activities in the past 12 months: growing crops, raising livestock, fishing, freshwater aquaculture, or marine aquaculture. Not all of these households can be classified as farmers, but these statistics show that agriculture activities are still mainstay for many households in Fiji, especially in rural and peripheral areas. Furthermore, it is important to note that the vast majority of these households still produce for home consumption, which underlines the importance of agriculture activities for food security in Fiji. In fact, a recent pilot baseline survey undertaken by Ministry of Agriculture shows that of the 51,029 farmers interviewed, only about 4% can be classified as commercial farmers. Adding to this point, the same survey also found that nearly 65% of the interviewed farmers operated on 1 hectare or less. For many farmers in Fiji, the situation is further exacerbated by the fact that they reside in remote areas, such as outer islands and highlands, which lack connections to markets and supply chain due to remoteness and insufficient infrastructure. Furthermore, Fiji experiences an increase in extreme weather events such as cyclones, flooding, droughts, which further adversely affect local food production and food security, as we experienced through TC Winston and recently TC Josie and Kenny. Lastly, Fiji has grappled with the negative agriculture trade balance for some years. In other words, we import more agriculture products than we export. In 2016, our agriculture trade showed a negative result of Fijian 453 million. In 2016, we exported crop and livestock products worth Fijian 193 million, mainly fresh and chilled commodities such as taro, ginger, cassava, papaya, and kava, as well as other value-added products such as coconut oil. In that same year, we imported Fijian $646 million of basic commodities like rice, potato, dairy, fresh and chilled meat. Linked to the increase in important food products, Fiji has experienced a dietary shift away from the traditional foods, such as root crops and tubers, towards important and processed foods. This has resulted in an increasing number of obesity and non-communicable diseases, which are both at least partially linked to diets. Many of the offshore listed challenges, such as small land size, dominance of subsistence farming, impacts of climate change, and remoteness and lack of access of markets are not just pertinent to Fiji, but to the Pacific at large. Ladies and gentlemen, there is thus a strong need to identify key innovations and critical success factors to strengthen the development of local food crops and fisheries value chain in order to promote nutritious food system in the Pacific Islands. Aware of the importance of thriving agriculture of the economy at the large, the government of Fiji has allocated Fijian $81 million under the 2017-2018 budget. And the proposed budget for agriculture under the 2018-2019 budget is $122 million, an incremental increase of 34%. Many of the topics that we will focus on during the next few days were acknowledged and taken up by the Fiji government through the Ministry of Agriculture. For instance, the Ministry of Agriculture, as part of the 2018-2022 Strategic Development Plan, has set strategic goals. 1, support private sector-led initiatives for introduction, promotion, development and expansion of modern commercial agriculture. 2, improve the adaptation of sustainable resource management and of climate-smart agriculture. 3, increase the contribution from targeted groups such as youth and women in remote and geographic areas to agriculture sector growth. And 4, strengthen food and nutritional security of the Fijian people. Furthering supply chain development, existing projects focus on private sector development and demand-driven approach programs. Acknowledging the importance of nutrition food systems, the Ministry of Agriculture, together with the UN Food and Agriculture Organization, and in close collaboration with the Ministry of Health, has developed a multi-stakeholder food nutrition security policy. Likewise, with the support of FAO, Fiji has developed an e-agriculture strategy which will help us harness the fast-spreading ICT developments across the country for the furtherment of the agriculture sector. Ministry of Agriculture also works in close collaboration with other donor organizations to support remote communities. The IFAD Agriculture Partnership Program was set up that focuses on the highland areas in Ba, Namosi and Netasiri, linking them to markets and improving supply chains. Furthermore, the European Union, through the UN FAO, has recently started a pro-resilience program to strengthen the climate resilience of Fijian communities for food and nutrition security. This week, we will hear from the Pacific Financial Inclusion Program that has developed micro-bundle insurance that is now extended to selected farm community groups in Fiji. This will help us understand the obstacles to insurance take-up and help us to pave the way to extend weather-based insurance across Fiji, which is currently being developed by FAO in collaboration with local consultants. Acknowledging the importance of insurance, the Fijian government had set up Fijian $350,000 for the topic under the 2017-2018 budget. Further, we are seeking closer collaborations with the Reserve Bank's Financial Inclusion Department and respective ministries to enhance access to financial services amongst women and youth in agriculture sector, which are often more deprived and face more hardship to start farming as a business. We believe in a holistic approach that comprises of various mutually reinforcing strategies to ensure that Fiji agriculture sector thrives and agribusiness opportunities are expanded for the benefit of Fijians and the national economy. Ladies and gentlemen, the regional forum brings together stakeholders, senior officials, and experts from the private and public sector from Pacific Island states, Asia, Africa, and Europe. It is a goal to learn from one another to identify key innovations and critical success factors for the Pacific region. I look forward to sharing our experiences with you and learning from all of you to identify critical success factors and key innovations for Fiji and the Pacific at large. As such, I encourage all of us to actively participate and share our experiences. Many of our struggles regarding the development of our thriving agriculture sector and nutrition food system are common among the Pacific communities. This week gives us the opportunity to discuss these challenges while advancing our regional cohesion. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, with these closing words, I wish us all the utmost success for the next 4 days. Enjoy your stay in Fiji. Thank you.